Yo, what's up, airheads? Just kidding, air signs. You know I love you guys. I love many air signs. And y'all aren't airheads. Y'all are intelligent and communicative. Anyway, so I decided I was gonna do you guys next. And when I woke up, I just was like ready to dance and like sing and party, and like this song, like I Need Tints, I think it's called, featuring Kendrick Lamar. I don't know who sings it, but it's like so like dancey and fun. And I just feel like, you know, there was like that reading where I was giving you guys really harsh messages about needing to move on from something, but I almost feel like it's like you actually did that and did whatever you needed to do, and now y'all are ready to party, or like you completed a cycle. So what popped out, okay, so I'm going to start with these. So we have Artemis and Persephone, and they popped out together, individuation and cycles. So I feel as though a cycle of feeling alone and kind of like you're fending for yourself, and almost like you were like, because Artemis is, she's a huntress goddess, and she very much like wanted to be alone and wanted to take care of herself and prove herself. And I almost feel like this cycle of feeling like you need to prove yourself, or need to prove something, or need to do something to, you know, need to finish a project, or maybe, you know, school. I have friends who are in school. School just ended. Like, maybe you just finished your finals, or maybe you've let go of something toxic, and whether that be a living situation, or a friendship situation, or a relationship situation, you've let go of it, and the cycle of feeling like you're fending for yourself on your own, like constantly fighting, that cycle is over. It's done. You've completed it. You passed the test, which is incredible. And now it's so cool. Like, you got Kuan Yin, which is compassion, and you got Quatesh, which is pleasure. And I literally feel like you are able to, like, maybe whatever this was made you cranky, or made you like not yourself, and made you angry or mean. Like, not anymore. You found yourself again, and you're able to not only give yourself compassion and love, but you're able to give compassion and love to those around you. And you're really just filling your cup, as I always talk about, filling your cup first. And you're able to actually have fun. You're having a good time now. And maybe if you're with someone, like if you have a boyfriend or girlfriend, you are finally on the same page again, and you are good again, and maybe you having a little pleasure, and I mean like in every way. Maybe you're enjoying each other's company again, maybe you're doing fun stuff together again, maybe you were codependent and you were spending too much time together, and you're actually able to separate and have a good time apart now, and maybe you fucking, who knows, like, I don't know. But either way, things are good right now. You left behind what you needed to leave behind, and you got the reward. Now you're happy, and the reward was happiness and getting back to who you truly are. And you're feeling yourself. Air sign, I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm usually like so chill. Not what's wrong with me, but like I am feeling your energy. Like, y'all are up right now. I just did the water signs, and the water signs are like, they're a step behind you, you know? Like, they lost something, but they're still feeling it. You are like, done, bye, I'm having a great time now that this is gone, cha-cha-cha-cha-cha, ha-ha-ha, I'm having a great time. Yeah. So, oh yeah, you're no longer the hanged man. You no longer feel hanged on this decision. Maybe whatever it was you left behind, you had a really hard time leaving it behind. I feel like you probably put a lot of work into it, whether it was a situation, friend, or romantic partner, or whatever it was, whatever this was you left behind, you put a lot of work into it. But you were able to walk away, and you were able to walk away just fine, because you saw you had other choices, you had other options, and you understand that, like, you've been in situations in your life where you haven't had options. You've been trapped before. So you understand what it's like to see the options and say, all right, peace, bye. I'm out. Like, no more. That's enough for me. I see the options, I see my way out. I'm going to get out of it, and I'm going to appreciate it. And I'm able to say, you know, the past is the past, and say it taught me something, and I appreciate it, and learn from it, and be grateful from it. And I was learning that, like, the second you're grateful for the moment you're in, you're able to move on from that lesson in that moment. So it's almost like you did that. Like, you were like, I'm grateful for this lesson that has taught me hardship and hurt my feelings and whatever it did, or hurt my ego, or hurt my relationship, or hurt my pocket, or whatever it did. You said, I'm grateful for it, but I see my way out. I see all my options, and I see the path. Like, in the regular tarot deck, it's a man literally leaving behind all of these cups and walking down this path to, like, the moon is on the horizon and these mountains are on the horizon. Maybe you're traveling. Maybe you've been traveling. Maybe you've been hiking. Maybe you've just been really enjoying nature. And, like, where I am, the weather is very odd. It's, like, hot and cold and hot and cold. So it's, like, maybe you're just, like, don't even care. And you're, like, I just need to be outside, which is good because humans need to be grounded. We are of the earth, so we really do need the earth. But yeah, you were like, yeah, nah, I got no plates. I'm ready to be out. I see my way out, and I'm out. And in turn, this has filled your cup so much. Like, look at all that's going on around him. Like, and you're still in the baby stages, because, like, the prince is, like, the younger. He's the younger. And, like, look at, I almost feel like you're connecting to your spirituality. And, yeah, look at those dolphins, the as above, so below, jumping up and down, and, like, in the pooling water. That cup is overflowing right now. Like, you are in the baby stages of your happiness because you let it go of what you needed to let go of. And y'all are already, like, overflowing and pouring out this cup of, like, blessings. And you're accepting the blessings gracefully and gratefully. Like, you see them for what they are because you know and you've experienced times in the past where you haven't had. So, see, you've got these, like, fish here on the side. Like, that's your food. You're making sure that you have everything you need in this physical realm. But you are completely filling your cup spiritually, emotionally. And you, yeah. You can see all the beauty around you, but you're not bragging, which is so smart because that will attract the evil eye to you. Like, you're just sitting there like, yeah, like, this is my beautiful, amazing life. That's so great, and I'm really grateful for it, and I'm so happy that it exists, and I can really see all the beauty in it, and I can't even believe it. It's so incredible and amazing, and I love it, but I ain't bragging. Because I know that as soon as I start bragging, there's going to be this person, or this spirit, that are going to be coming from left field, sending me the evil eye, sending you the jealous evil eye. If you don't know what that is, look it up. It's basically like when people, you know, we manifest. And I was just learning about the holographic universe, which is so interesting. So we manifest. My cat is staring at me. Ah! Oh, sorry. Okay, she's just staring straight at me. It freaked me out. Like, a lot of times babies and cats stare right at the top of my head, and I wonder if they can see, like, my halo, my crown, or any spirits up there. But anyway, she was just staring at me all bug-eyed. I just got all distracted. I'm really sorry. Okay, let me get back on track. Okay, so we manifest. So the people around you who might seem like your friends, but they're not really your friends, like, you tell them, like, that things are good for you, and they kind of get a little jealous because they're not doing as well as you are, or whatever. Maybe this is family, you know, like, we don't pick our family, we're born into our family. But anyway, so they send you the evil eye, and because we manifest what we think. They're thinking bad thoughts about you, that comes into fruition, that comes into manifestation, and they can literally send you, like, evil, negative, jealous energy and evil, negative, jealous spirits even if they don't practice this kind of thing. We all are connected to it, so they might not even realize they got some spirits that are like, oh, yeah, you don't like her? Alright, I'm gonna go get her. I'm gonna go get her and take away her blessings because you don't like it. So it's just so important. Like, I always say, whenever I feel as though the evil eye is coming down on me, I always say, send it back, send it back, send it back. I say it 3 times, the power of 3. And I'm Italian. I'm mostly Italian. I'm many things, but my heritage is mostly Italian. So I say mandare indietro. And if I'm not pronouncing that correctly, I'm doing my best. I looked it up on Google, okay? And that means send it back in Italian. Mandare indietro, mandare indietro, mandare indietro. Send that shit back. You can banish anything too. Now that all this good is coming to you, you're going to have to start banishing. You can say, put your hand, I always put my hand up because, you know, like this is a peace offering. This is like, feel my power, get the fuck away from me, in my opinion, because that's just always what I've done. But I have learned from, you know, a very well-respected yoga person in my life that this is a peace offering to the divine. So like this, I'm saying, get away from me. Even cross it if you feel you want to. And you say, I banish you in the loving light of, and you can say Jesus. I usually say Jesus, Haru Christ, because I feel like they are of the same energy. Or if you have your ancestors' names, start throwing ancestors' names. Like for me, my Nani on my leg, Anne Marie. I say, I banish you in the name of Anne Marie Dondero, and you, up out of here. Like things, they gotta go. They can't stay. And I say, I only allow things in this home that are here for my highest and greatest good. I ask my guides, guardians, ancestors, and angels of love and light of the highest and greatest good of myself, my cat's highest and greatest good, and the highest and greatest good of humanity to come through and please assist me on my path. Anything that is not of that vibration is banished, okay? So you can also look up prayers like this online. You can get the Book of Psalms. That's incredible. I just got that, and I love the way it's all laid out. It's laid out basically like a spell book, which Conch Queen always talks about that. She talks about how the Bible is spells, Psalms are spells. Like, people just don't put it together. So, yeah. So damn, you've got all these blessings around you, and you're keeping it cool because you know for a fact that the people that you don't always have, it's not that these people don't love you, they're just not of the same high vibration maybe that you are of. So like if this is your family, like, it's not to say they don't love you and they don't care about you, it's just they're jealous and they don't know how to act right, okay? They're very human. They're very, very human in their ego, and they need to get their shit together. You're getting your shit together, and sometimes it makes people jealous because they don't even know where to start. So instead of starting, they just start sending you the evil eye. And that's not fair. I'm going to go for a couple more of these. Wow. Lot to say today, air signs. Yes. Four of Cups. Yeah. There's a snake in your life. Or many snakes. Or, and maybe that doesn't have to necessarily be a bad thing. Maybe you just need to have control. Let me think about what the Four of Cups is in the regular deck. The Four of Cups in the regular deck. Why am I blanking on this? Why am I blanking? The Three of Cups is the people partying, and what comes after. Hold on. This is a great book, guys. This is a great book. It really breaks down tarot if you, like, I just like to use it. I don't know. It's a good read. Alright, we're in the 5. Aha! Duh! 4 of Cups. Okay. So, you see this serpent for who they are. They're offering you this, like, oh, I'm so happy for you, but, like, with that twinge of, like, and, you're not settling for it. You can feel it. Because air signs don't get enough credit for how much they feel. Like, they're in their head very much, and they're very intelligent and whatever, and obviously, you know, mind-driven. But they feel, too. Like, we are all everything, right? We all have every sign within us. So, you might be very analytical. And on the surface, this person might be saying all the right things, it might be doing all the right things, it might be giving all the right things, but you can feel the vibes that they're throwing, and the vibes are not good. Or maybe this is a job, or maybe this is a home, or maybe, like, whatever. Take it how it is. This is a serpent in your life, and not a serpent in a protective sense, because serpents can be very protective, and serpents can also be your guides. And, you know, they say that us with this very curly hair, we have serpent hair, because the universe moves in spirals. But yeah, we're symbi. Like, when you got curly hair like this, you got symbis all around you, pretty much. That's something. Yo, when I first learned about what Simbi spirits were, it was so crazy. A Simbi spirit is a serpent spirit. So look at, this is another great book. I'm just sharing myself with you guys today. What is wrong with me? Like, air signs, y'all got me going. This book. I got this book in high school, and I said when I saw it, I said, I'm going to use this book for the rest of my life. I know I am. Yeah, I have. I mean, so far, but I know I'm going to use it for the rest too. This is like this is my go-to. So anyway, a Simbi spirit is a serpent spirit. They're very powerful, they're very magical, they're very, like, occult driven, and they love people who have been in the occult in past lives and everything. And they're basically just attached to very magical people. So I learned about what Simbi spirits are, and literally, in my driveway, the next day, sunning itself, this big-ass... Okay, so I want to say it was, like, this big, but it was, like, spiraled like this, so it was double that size. Big-ass black snake just sitting there sunning itself with its face up right next to my car. And I lived in a multiple-family home at the time. There were many cars there. It could have gone next to any car. The whole driveway was sun, but it was right. I was like, what? I was like, if that's not a sign, I don't know what is. And ever since, the Simbis come to me. They come to me all the time. But, you know, I'm still trying to figure all that out. I'm just out here sharing myself. I'm out here with a job in the physical. I'm out here trying to go to school. And in my meantime, I'm just out here posting on YouTube, trying to share my knowledge, trying to put all the pieces of life together. Because Spirit tells me to. So, yeah. If you ever got any questions, anyone, leave them in the comments. You can email me. If you ever want a private reading, you can email me. Yeah, guys, I don't know. I got really off track. Anyway, maybe you have I know, I feel as though you have Simbis around you that are trying to warn you of this false Simbi. This person that is trying to act like they're a good snake, but they're a bad snake. Listen to your Simbis, meditate. Think with yourself. Sit within yourself and think on a snake. Think on okay, I'm getting this right now. Think on an Ouroboros. The Ouroboros is the snake that is eating its tail. And it's going in a circle. It's basically like an infinity. Like it's the never-ending cycle of the snake eating its tail. Look up Ouroboros and then meditate on that image and then see what comes to you and ask your guides, guardians, ancestors, and angels that are here for your highest and greatest good, just like that. Ask them to reveal the face of your enemies to you. And you might be surprised at who you see, who actually doesn't want you in your mind, who actually doesn't want you to progress. I feel like you won't be surprised though. I feel like you already felt it, and like this card is about not taking an offer. Like I feel like somebody has been really trying to offer you friendship or like offer you kindness, but it has felt wrong. So you've been like taking it in bits and pieces, but you've been taking it with great caution because you can feel that it's not coming from the right place. This book is another incredible book, guys. Also, thank you, Ariel and Alex, for this bookshelf, guys. You gave this bookshelf to me, and I love it. And obviously, I have many books, and it holds a lot of them. So, shout out to you guys. Thank you. It's being well loved. This book I found in Goodwill, and I actually want to start rereading it again. And it's all about how to control the ego mind. And guys, one of the most incredible things about used books, for one, you're not making waste, but for two, look at, somebody already did my work for me. They already underlined shit. Like, they already did a ton of work for me. This is incredible. So, yeah, I'm gonna keep this aside and reread it. Okay, anyway, I'm way off track. Maybe y'all like books, and that's why I'm sharing my books with you today. What else? Okay, this book's really good, too. You Are a Badass. That book is a really great book. It kind of like, it's very good if you need a little confidence. An old friend gave me that book. Many friends have given me many books, and I've shared my books with many friends. Oh, this is an incredible book, too. I love this book. Actually, a spiritualist let me borrow her book for years, and finally got my own. I could only get it used, but this book has everything in it. It's got all the different realms, and I love it because it's got like the different chakras, and then it breaks it down, like each one it breaks it down for you, and like what you need to do if it's like getting out of whack. And then also, like, look, the different realms of consciousness. Yeah. Plant realm, animal realm. Okay. Does anybody else feel bad about eating plants because they're alive? Sometimes I feel bad about that. And I always feel bad about eating animals. But now I'm just rambling. Now I'm making this about myself. I'm really sorry, air signs. I'm going to get back on track. Oh, a card. So, I found this card down in my basement. I've got some storage down there, and I'm trying to go through a lot right now. I'm trying to get rid of a lot and be a more minimalist and clean up my life. Basically, clean up my eating habits, clean up my life, and clean up everything. Clean up the people in my life. Yeah, clean up my work, everything. So, I found a box of my treasures down there, and I have many cards from my current therapist. She's amazing. When I need to pick a card, she lets me pick a card and then lets me take it with me. So, I have many cards from her. But anyway, this one I found, and I found it down there, and I just wanted to share it with everyone's readings this month. I create the world that I live in. No one can create negativity or stress within you. Only you can do that by virtue of how you process your world. Don't let him in. Don't let him in your aura. Don't let that false Simbi, that actual serpent, into your aura. I create the world that I live in. You creating it real beautiful right now, air signs. No one can create negativity or stress within you. No one and nothing, okay? We'll say that. Only you can do that by virtue of how you process your world. Alright, so this is just such a gorgeous card. I love it. And, yeah. Just so gorgeous, so beautiful. Sharing that message with everyone this month. It's a good one. Maybe I'll do that every month. Maybe I'll pick a card to share. Yes, Spirit says that is justice. Hey, and you know what? This is justice. It's justice that if you need to cut people out, including, even if that's family, like if you need to cut people out and keep them at a distance and keep them where you can see them with your third eye, like, keep them where you can see them is what I keep hearing in my head. Keep them where you can see them. Because maybe you can see them physically, but you can't see what they're doing underneath the surface, okay? if you need to keep somebody where you can see them spiritually, that is completely justice. It's about you now, water sign, and I think you know that. I think it's just good to have a little bit of reinforcement. Yeah. Yeah. You're living in your happiness. Yeah. Wow, you really... That goes back to these. More cups. You've filled your cups. And look, another rainbow. Huh. So in my water sign reading, I also had like a rainbow thought, and I'm wondering if people are kind of like coming to with this 2019 shift. I'm wondering if people are coming to terms with who they are and deciding like, yeah, maybe like if they're not straight, maybe they're like, maybe I'm not straight, but that's fine. And you know what? I would like to emphasize that we really don't need labels. Like, if you see a human being of the same sex and you just think that they are incredible and beautiful and you're attracted to them, there's nothing wrong with that, because you're falling in love with another human being for exactly who they are, you know? And I don't know. I guess I don't really need to give anybody a lesson in that. Yeah, I think, but I also think it has to do with like the rainbow coming after the storm. All of the Spirit's also telling me, like, if you're in a relationship with someone of the opposite sex and you're realizing that you are attracted to the same sex, that's okay, and that doesn't mean that you have to break up with them. Just let yourself feel those feelings, let them come to the surface, and then let them, like, observe them non-judgmentally, and then let them pass by. Just let them be. Let them be what they are. Because you're really living in your happiness right now. So don't try to steal your own happiness by judging yourself or hurting yourself by telling yourself it's not okay to feel. Because there's nothing wrong with that. And if the feelings get stronger and if your thoughts get stronger, then it's like cross that bridge when you get to it. But the first thing you have to do is let the feelings to the surface. Ooh, the Lovers. Oh my gosh. Alright, I'm taking all of these. Wow, because I was thinking, why would I just say that? That doesn't really make any sense. Alright, here's another one left behind. Wow. Wow. So we got the Lovers, and then we got another rainbow, we got Temperance. And then we got the King of Pentacles, and then we got the Chariot. Wow. Alright, there are two groups of you. The first group of you is going off of what I was saying. You're realizing that your love maybe lies within the same sex, and that's okay, and you're recognizing that and feeling that. And in turn, this is making you want to see the Chariot, and wants to move away from the King of Pentacles, which is usually a masculine, and masculine can mean a woman too. So, a masculine energy. This is making you want to move away from a masculine, to be by yourself, to figure out yourself, to go within. It's making you want to separate. Another group of you had a tumultuous relationship with your lover. It was rough. You're tempering your emotions, and the rainbow is coming after the storm. Maybe somebody was insecure in their commitment, and they're moving away from that feeling of insecurity, and they're moving away from feeling alone in this relationship. And your feelings are now tempered. Well, I guess I could leave it upside down or right side up, because as above, so below. Wow. As within, so without. whatever was going on inside was projecting outside onto the relationship, and the relationship was getting really hard. But now that you've dealt with whatever was going on inside, your outside has now mirrored your inside, and your inside is beautiful. And I'm very happy for you. Very, very happy for you. Now, the reason I want to say that I'm thinking about people maybe being not straight with these rainbows, obviously that's not the only meaning, but, like, there aren't many rainbows in this deck, and you got both of them, okay? So, yeah. And I think that's great. I think that it's wonderful that people are finding themselves. Alright, oh, what's this? What's this now? Two of Swords. Where'd this come from? Okay, this was over here, and this deck is over here. Yeah, Two Swords. It's time to go within, it's time to meditate, and it's time to look at because this is all about, in the, like, regular deck, it's a woman like this. Two swords in her hand, eyes shut, with, like, a blindfold over them like this, and she's literally meditating, and she's sitting and, like, protecting herself. Like, no one can come from the left, no one can come from the right. She's got a decision to make. She's got to go within, but she needs to protect herself while she's doing it. So, yeah, I feel like those are for the people that are ready to walk away. Really go within, really look within, really meditate. Do the Ouroboros meditation I told you about. And really, like, if you ask your guides, guardians, ancestors, and angels to let you know who's trying to mess with you, like who doesn't actually have your highest and greatest good in mind, and your lover comes up in your mind, it's time to walk away. Yeah, this is a past life relationship, though. That's why you're tied. Huh. I really didn't want to talk about relationships. I really wanted to talk about individuals, but I guess this is the message that needs to come through. Alright, we're going to do one more goddess card. Protection. All set. Beautiful. There's no need to protect yourself from yourself. You're at a point now where you no longer hurt yourself. At least you don't want to hurt yourself anymore. So, like, of course it's important to be kind to yourself, but you no longer hurt yourself in the way you used to. So you don't need to be so guarded with yourself. The protection from your guides, guardians, ancestors, and angels is directed on the outside source that's making you feel suspicious or unsafe. And just recognize that it's not you. You are safe. Your ancestors got your back. You just got to keep your eyes out in the physical realm. Yes. Wow. Okay. Death and the Empress. So, yeah, there's change coming. But what I also see is, like, so the Phoenix is rising from the ashes in this, but don't that look like the Empress going up to that dark entity? Do not let the negative energy bring you to their level. Be a phoenix, rise from the ashes, and come out stronger and more beautiful on the other side. A lot of people want what you have. A lot of people want to be you right now, and a lot of people like you right now, and a lot of people feel jealous of what you have. So, and I'm not saying this to scare you, I'm just saying this to make you aware. So, live in your beauty. Recognize when a vibration is lower than yours, and do not allow it to pull you to that level. And allow things to die that need to die. Alright. Well, that was really nice, air signs. Y'all have me going crazy today. I tell y'all about my books and shit. Anyway, I don't know. Hopefully I'll see you next month. I hope you have a good month, and I appreciate you. Thanks for watching, and, yeah, talk to you soon. Bye!